I have been fascinated for a long time now with the extent to which we humans are able to keep surviving, keep putting up with, and not take action on areas and things in life that we really know, if we were honest with ourselves, that we need to, but don't. We let them get so extreme that usually then there is some sort of a rock bottom involved, after which then we make change. How often do you hear of people who are doing something great now, and right before that happened, they had a rock bottom, they burned out, crashed out, and we're brilliant at pushing ourselves to extremes. I become so wanting to help people avoid getting to extremes, whilst not being entirely sure if that's going to be possible. But the video last week, small steps over none, and this one again is something that I really would offer as my best shot to help as many of us as possible dare to go to parts of ourselves to avoid needing that things get so bad before we make change. We've all, I'm sure, if we're really honest with ourselves, have got things that we brush to the carpet internally, so to speak. We've got dark corners of our life that we don't like to visit because there's no need to usually. I'm reminded, you know, in Friends, yeah, that was out years ago, that's now making a comeback. Gosh, Monica, the tidy one, has got a messy cupboard and no one knows what's inside, but she's got this cupboard, this room that's sort of full of mess. And we've got our own messy cupboards, and they are things that we keep sort of locked away. We never go in there because we don't really need to. But life often, as it has a way of doing, will present us with opportunities to grow. And every now and then that door sort of flings open and we are asked to do something about it. So backtrack with me really quickly to childhood. I know, gosh, I won't take us there for long, but I need to go there in order to set up where I'm going. So as babies, yeah, we learn, do the good thing, do the right thing, and you get the great response. So, you know, smile and the parent goes crackers, burp and the parent will still go crackers. We then go to school and you sit up straight and you cross your leg, the teacher, brilliant, well done. And then you learn to pass the tests, behaving this way and you're accepted, and behaving that way, you're not accepted. And we quickly learn our strengths and our weaknesses. Play to your strengths, downplay your weaknesses. If you want the job when you're older, you've got to get the interview right. You want the partner, you've got to do the dating right. This strengths and weaknesses dynamic is one that is conditioning us all the time. And every now and then we will let out parts of ourselves, more so when we're younger, because when we're older we've sort of learned not to perhaps, that people like that and they maybe don't like that. And so our weaknesses, our sort of shadow areas, either characteristic now or behavioural, we learn to downplay. But often there comes a time when we know there are things in our life that we are neglecting. Strength overplayed becomes a liability, right? And often the things that we lean to in life, that we're good at in life, it could be a role in the home, it could be how amazing we are at work, it could be our forte on the football pitch, or whatever it is in life that we know gets a tick across the board from other people, and that sense of validation ourselves. We play to that and we keep pushing to one side things in our life we know we need to deal with, but it's not really calling time on us just yet, so we don't need to go there yet. What can happen with that is that actually our shadows start to grow in size. They start to gain power and have more control over us that at first we're not really aware of, but eventually it sort of escalates and escalates. You know, the talk of facing your demons and, you know, your monsters, and it's language to describe this thing that we're not really sure, because we've never had to. We don't know how to talk to it, and it can just sort of feel so overwhelming, and it's the unknown that it's easier to not do anything about it. But one tool I have found that is so helpful is the idea of this. This is a flashlight I use to shine the light of your consciousness, of your awareness on the dark, yeah? The darkness of the thing that you can't face. And be playful with it, okay? So it's not, aha, there you are, and this sort of, you know, judgmental. The energy, really important. The energy of this is not judgmental. The energy of lots of other people in pointing out your bad stuff, bad quotes, stuff, will be judgmental. It'll be critical. But the energy that I'm asking you to shine on it is not one of judgment. It's one of, okay, I'm using the language playfulness, like playing peekaboo. Playfulness, sort of, okay, I see you there. Imagine an animal cowering in the corner that's got trapped to something. You would be gently trying to sort of lure it out. You wouldn't be like this with it, with a sort of stupid thing you got stuck there, yeah? Same energy towards yourself. Non-judgmental, compassionate. Okay, I see you there. When you're able to do that with yourself, with parts of yourself, and see them as parts of yourself, you're more likely to start to open up and to explore them, to allow them to come to surface, and to allow yourself to begin to deal with them. You see how that is drawing out parts of yourself rather than not even daring to face it because, oh my gosh, where do I even begin? Yeah, the more you do it with things in your life, the easier it becomes because they lose their power. Invite people in your life that you trust now to get involved in it with you. My daughter here has full permission to call things out on me. Hey mum, you're acting a little bit whatever, is that? And I'm like, okay, yeah, you're right, you know what, that triggered me. Yeah, you know what, I think it's the part of me that doesn't want this, or it's the part of me that just sort of feels whatever about that situation. And it really does create a much lighter atmosphere. It means there are fewer no-go areas in life. You're defending fewer things. So again, it's a real simple tool, but so powerful. I've got very few places now in my life that I'm unwilling to go to just because the fear of the unknown. This is a complete fear call it outerer. And when you are willing to call a thing out, you can call time on it. How many things in your life do you have that you want to call time on but you don't know where to start? Just begin by bringing the light of your consciousness, your awareness on it, and see what happens. Thanks for watching. I really hope these videos are helpful. I really do appreciate you watching every week. So please give it a thumbs up and I'll see you next week.